Time. The chair recognizes Mr. Paulson of Minnesota.
Yes, address the House for 5 minutes or 5 minutes.
Without objection, for 5 minutes, recognized.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I rise to commemorate the service of my dear friend, Arlene Bush, who is entering her 30th year as a member of the Bloomington School Board in Minnesota. Arlene, who turns 80 later on this year, first joined the school board in 1981. And while times have changed since then, Arlene's dedication to Bloomington students and the schools that they attend has not. She started her own educational journey in a small, two-room schoolhouse in the tiny town of Odin, Minnesota. Later, she moved to Minneapolis, where she graduated from high school in 1948. Later after that, she got married and she settled in Bloomington, Minnesota, which at that time was a growing suburb of Minneapolis, where she raised 6 daughters before beginning her long career in public service. Arlene's big heart and humble demeanor immediately endeared her to new friends. She makes a point to be a community leader not only through the duties of her position, but by being present at sporting events, plays, pep fests, musicals, concerts, and ceremonies celebrating the young people of Bloomington. She not only advocates for Bloomington students on the board, she encourages them personally every chance she gets. She understands that children need not only financial and operational support in their education. She exemplifies a leader who invests in their interests, recognizes their achievements, and comforts them in times of adversity. Arlene's milestone isn't one that can be measured in the number of hours logged in meetings or the number of terms that she's served, but rather in the lives of the thousands, the literally thousands of students that have benefited from her commitment to education. Over the years, the name Arlene Bush has become synonymous with education among the generations of Bloomington students whose lives have been enriched through her many years of service. She's a pillar of the community whose presence on the school board has absolutely provided a steady hand as times have changed. As a father with 4 daughters in public schools myself, it is reassuring to know there are dedicated public servants like Arlene out there, working to give our children the best education possible. And like Arlene, these unsung heroes don't do it for the glory or admiration. They do it simply because they share a common desire to better our community. And these kind souls prove you don't have to be a congressman or a senator to change the world or touch someone's life. Inside all of us is the ability to contribute to the public good and to make the world a better place for future generations. When asked recently to look back on her many years of service on the school board, Arlene replied in very true Minnesota fashion. She wasn't boastful or proud, but rather humbled. She said that she was thankful for the opportunity to serve. Mr. Speaker, as I close, I just want to take the time to let Arlene know that we too are thankful. Thankful for her desire to serve. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back his time. Ms. Ross Laytonen of Florida.